We have a family identifies a toddler that was killed in Jacksonville. That was killed in the shooting in Jacksonville. And the suspect has been denied bond. Sad story, y'all. Here we go, man.
Right now at 6, the family of a 2-year-old shot and killed during an argument between adults at a Jacksonville apartment complex is sharing their grief. Thank you for joining us today at 6. I'm Anthony Austin.
I'm Heather Crawford. So today the family attended the first appearance for this man, the suspect, 21-year-old Stephen Dotson Jr.
Shot a player out for having a tattoo on his neck and a tattoo on the top of his forehead. I ain't saying people tattoos on their face and the top of his forehead is a problem. I just like to go ahead and point out tattoos where he got them at right there. Go ahead.
He was arrested yesterday after authorities tracked him down after they say he initially ran following that shooting on Sunday. Loved ones now telling us that the child killed was mahriRobinson. And we're also learning from the arrest report that argument was over a phone.
Our Biljana Garland was in the courtroom
Argued over a phone and the toddler done got dead.
Today and spoke with the family. And Biljana, we can all imagine that they are really hurting right now.
The family was inside of that courtroom, and Dotson actually did not appear physically in court today, but the judge still denied him bond on his murder charge. And as for the family, they were sitting inside, overcome with emotion, hearing the judge read all of the counts.
Rot in hell! Get what you deserve. Where are you going? You need to die from what you did.
Raw anger from a family now living a nightmare. Just before midnight Sunday, police were called to Valencia.
You need to deserve. Where are you going? You need to die from what you did.
Raw anger from a family now living a nightmare. Just before midnight Sunday, police were called to Valencia Apartments on LaBelle Street, where police say 2-year-old mahriRobinson was shot in the head. Authorities say he was rushed to the hospital but did not survive. According to an arrest report, the shooting happened after an argument over a phone. The report goes on to say the suspect and another person went into a bedroom, and minutes later, a witness heard a loud pop.
He took our life away from us. And we his family, we is hurting because that baby didn't deserve none of that.
Police say the search for Dotson lasted nearly 24 hours. On Monday, authorities tracked him down at Vista Landing Apartments on Cleveland Road. The family says Amari's mother is struggling to process what she saw.
She held her baby forward. I don't know what she went through.
Court records show this was not Dotson's first run-in with the law. In 2022, he was accused of beating a 16-year-old and brandishing a gun. Months later, he was arrested for domestic battery after police say he punched a woman, knocking out her 2 front teeth. He served time and was later sentenced again after investigators say he ran from officers while carrying a gun. He was released from prison in November. Now, 4 months later, he's charged in this shooting.
My sister, you took what her heart did. She can't even sign a piece of paper. She can't eat.
Now, instead of watching him grow, the family clings to memories they have.
And that's how we going to remember our butt. That's what we call him, butt.
We call him butt. Shout out to butt, man.
Dotson's next court appearance is on April 15th, and as for the family, they're thanking everybody for their thoughts, prayers, and even donating to them. And as of now, they say they're continuing to plan a funeral for a 2-year-old. Live in Jacksonville, I'm Biljana.
Plan a funeral for a 2-year-old. Yeah. I had to bag it up because you wrote what I'm finna go ahead on and talk about. Hold on, I'm trying to. Damn it. What? Did it get stuck? It got stuck a little bit. I think it's like close to the end right
You took what her heart did. She can't even sign a piece of paper.
Can't do it.
She can't eat.
Now,
right there. Do y'all know that this is the family that's finna go in here, not Nam Male.
Instead of
not Nam Male. Do y'all know that they walking in with pajamas? I'm glad that you hadn't said that right now. They're walking into the courthouse or walking outside of the courthouse with pajamas on. They came to court pajamas on. They knew that court was on that day. Today or yesterday, they knew that the court. They decided to just put on some shoes.
She can't eat.
Now, instead of
man.
watching him grow, the family clings to memories they have.
Not now player. All female. This has to say a lot. This says a lot about the community. It really do. Let's go and do this right here then. Got that baby. Damn it, they gotta go fund me for. If y'all would like to help out the family, honoring mahriRobinson, support his loved ones. Support his loved ones. Hold on. Honoring mahriRobinson, and then it says support his loved ones. Shouldn't it all be about him? Not the people who's still on earth? He's the baby. What do you mean support his loved ones? Let's see. They need 16K. They got 1868. The Willie Williams Show also has a GoFundMe too. The link's down in the description. And I also pinned the link. I pinned the link inside of the comment section for any of you who would like to support the players GoFundMe. Oh, let's see what they're talking about. My name is Rania Wilson. I am reaching out on behalf of my family after the heartbreaking loss of my nephew, mahriRobinson. Amari was the happiest baby, playful, lovable, and always bringing joy to everyone around him. His smile could light up a room, and his presence made every day brighter for our family. Losing him so suddenly has left us in shock and deep sadness. This has to be an incredible, difficult time for our family, and we are reaching out for support as we navigate this unimaginable loss. He leaves one older sister and brother who adores him, as well as his mother and father who are struggling to cope with this heartbreaking reality. We appreciate your love, prayers, and support during this difficult time. Thank you for standing with us. With love, the Johnson family. We are now faced with the difficult task of arranging funeral and memorial service to honor Amari's memories. The costs are overwhelming, and we want to give him the loving farewell he deserves. Y'all know how I feel about that. He deserves it out here in these streets, or that word deserves. Any support that you can offer will go directly toward these expenses and help ease the burden on our family during this incredible hard time. We are grateful for any help, whether it's a donation or simply sharing our story. Thank you for keeping Amari and our family in your thoughts during this very sad moment. Your kindness and support means more than words we can say. Got a mama and a daddy, a sister and a brother. I showed y'all the group of females who was walking to the court, right? Walking to the court, or walking out of the court. They had on pajamas and shit. It was at least seven. They asked for 16 grand. This is he was 2. Was he 2 years old? I think that he was 2 years old. I just want to say this right here. He said 16,000. Say, where's Shaq? Where's Shaq at? Because Shaq paid for I forgot the person's name. He paid for the funeral. It was at least 7 of them walking. They needed 16,000. They in Jacksonville, so that's Florida. You can bury a toddler, I think, for under 10,000. I do believe for under 10,000. It was 7 of them walking. If we can't get $1,000 a head, we should at least be able to get the 7,000 a head from the 7 who we saw. Now you also got a daddy. It should at least be like another 1,000. You know what I'm saying? It should be able to bury him with no problem. I always point out, we failing when we don't have life insurance. We fail, especially on the babies, because it's like $1 and some change. Y'all could have had y'all over 50,000, over 100,000, 200,000. You know what I'm saying? Because you grieve better when the check is in the mail. I will continue to tell y'all that right there. You do grieve better when the check in the mail because you do not have to worry about paying for stuff. You grieve different. We always shocked. We always shocked when our loved one done died. Which is kind of strange because the masses of darker hue folk is religious and y'all believe in some type of God. Y'all know that God take life and he take it whenever he get ready. You have watched children die from other family members and or friends. You watch kids die in the community. You watch the adults die and the kids die. So the one thing that we do know about is people dying. We do know about these people who we have watched die didn't have no damn insurance. Y'all will go to a funeral where y'all know these people didn't have no damn insurance and they created a GoFundMe and take collections and all that fly shit, and you will not even just go on your phone while sitting in the funeral and sign up for insurance for you and your babies. We is failing. Bunch of fucking failures. Now, you don't always have to be a failure. You can always change. But this is sad. This is really, really sad. But it's life, and for y'all believers, like y'all say, he in heaven, so we shouldn't even be sad. But then y'all constantly let me know that y'all don't believe that your loved ones is in heaven because the way that y'all be cutting up after they die lets me know that y'all do not believe that they're in heaven with the Lord. Because in my mind, if you truly believe that they was in heaven with the Lord, you would be cheerful. Y'all do know that y'all books say that you supposed to celebrate when somebody die and like be sad when somebody is being born. Just saying. Look it up for yourself. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you.